The Battle of Mogadishu began on 21 March 2007 in the Shirkole area of Mogadishu between Somali Transitional Federal Government forces and Ethiopian troops and Islamist insurgents. The battle, first round of fighting failed the 21st of March and 22 disarmament operation by the TFG resulted in the capture of TFG troops. Cargo plane shot down on 23 March 2007. A Transavia Export Airlines Ethiopian Il-76 plane crashed in Mogadishu. The plane is thought to have been shot down. There were 11 people on board the aircraft. All but one Belarusian crew members died in the crash. The other remaining survivors were found wandering around the crash site and later died in hospitals. Second round of fighting on 1 April. It was reported that the death toll of the previous 4 days of heavy fighting in the capital is at least 849 killed civilians, 200 insurgents and 36 Ethiopian soldiers along with the one Ugandan soldier, for a total of 1,086 dead. Second ceasefire fighting was essentially halted for 2 April, after Hawiyah clan leaders declared a truce with Ethiopian military officials starting 2 p.m. 1 April. They further called on Ethiopian troops to withdraw from areas they had occupied during the past few days of fighting. Although there had been a lull in fighting on 2 April, Salad Ali Gel, the Deputy Defense Minister of the TFG, denied that there had been or would be any ceasefires between Hawiyah clan leaders and Ethiopian military forces. Gel stated that it was not Hawiyahs involved in the recent fighting, but remnants of the defeated Islamist, and called upon civilians residing in insurgent positions to evacuate the area. Third round of fighting on the 11th of April. At least 2 people have been killed and 3 others were wounded in a renewed fighting that erupted in north of the Somalia capital between interim government troops and local insurgents overnight. However, on 12 April, Somalia's ambassador to Ethiopia Abdikarim Farah stated that Mogadishu was now peaceful for the first time in 16 years. On 14 April, 2 government soldiers are killed in an ambush in the capital. On 17 April, heavy street fighting renewed in the northern part of Mogadishu, with at least 11 dead civilians. And on the next day, heavy mortar fire erupted, killing another 3 civilians. The fighting continued into 19 April, with another 12 civilians dead, while a suicide car bomb exploded at an Ethiopian army base, wounding at least 10 Ethiopian soldiers. In addition, 10 more soldiers were wounded when the truck hit a landmine in the city. Aid workers report that nearly 500,000 people fled the city. Almost 1/2 of the population and only fighters and men protecting their property remain in the city. It was reported that in the latest round of fighting from 17 to 24 April, at least 358 people had been killed, including 45 insurgents, and 680 were wounded. It is estimated that close to 320,000 Somalis have fled Mogadishu since February, with many more still trapped there. On 26 April, Ethiopian troops took insurgent strongholds in northern Mogadishu. They first occupied Tawfiq and Ramadan, before moving further north and capturing the Balad checkpoint in northern Mogadishu, the main one for Mogadishu and an important supply line for insurgents. Somali Prime Minister Ali Mohammed Gedi declared victory over the insurgents on 26 April, saying, "The worst of the fighting in the city is now over," and urging displaced residents to return to their homes. He also claimed that his forces, backed by Ethiopian tanks and artillery, had overrun an insurgent stronghold in northern Mogadishu, capturing at least 100 enemy fighters.